So thank you for coming tonight on Dr. Serge. So we're going to be talking about sugar, diabetes. Okay, as you said earlier, it's a big problem in this country. So I'm a nutritionist. My passion is to help people to get better natural. So I don't believe in surgeries, I don't believe in medications. I believe that if you provide the body with the right nutrition, the body will heal itself. Okay. My journey started a long time ago. I was about 10, 11 years old. I started to have chronic pain. So that was the main symptom that I had back then. I was raised in a farm in a small town in Quebec City, about 2,000 people. I had an accident in the farm. One of those hay bale stack fell on my head from the bone, about 60, 70 feet high. So as you said, it's high and it hurt. So I started to have, it hit my head, my shoulder, my back. So I started to have chronic pain in my shoulders, and then that pain started to spread to my joints, my whole body. I said, why was it painful? And back then, I had one option, is to go see my medical doctor. There was one medical doctor in the small town. So everybody would go see him when you have a problem, right? So my parents brought me there. So he said, oh, most likely you have fibromyalgia. Okay, at some point, that's what he diagnosed me with. So he didn't know exactly why I had pain. So as you know, when you have fibromyalgia or pain, you start taking painkillers. That really started my journey of taking more and more medications, because when you take painkillers, you become addicted to them, right? You need stronger, you need to take them. If you don't take them, you start having withdrawal symptoms. I started to have side effects of the painkillers as well. So I started to have all kinds of problems with my gut. My liver was a mess because of all the medication I was taking. I had kidney problems, I had thyroid problems. So, of course, I would go see my doctor and then, listen, I have this problem, so what do? Try this pill. So he gave me more and more pills. So all that time I started to take medication, lots. I was like, what's going on? I need to do something about my problems. So when I moved to Boston years ago, I met the chiropractor. And I have seen chiropractors since I had issues, about 20, 25 years. So I would see the chiropractor every 2 days, every 3 days, 2 or 3 times a week, because I was in pain. So she will adjust me. I don't know if you guys been to a chiropractor. So when you get a good adjustment, when your body is good, that adjustment holds and you feel good. So for me back then, I would have an adjustment, and a few hours later, I was back to having pain. So my adjustment wouldn't hold. So that chiropractor was a functional medicine as well. She was doing nutrition. She was doing nutrition response testing. So at some point, she got frustrated with my issue. She said, listen, I adjust you 2 or 3 times a week. You don't seem to get better. You don't hold. Your hips are out, your back's out, your neck. So let's do some nutrition. So I was at the last hole. I was like, I don't know if you can help me. You know what I mean? So because I've tried everything in the past. I tried acupuncture. I don't know how many chiropractors. Nobody could really help me. So when she did the testing, she was the first doctor that I met that gave me answers. Because I would go see doctors, and I saw doctors in Quebec, in Montreal, in Boston. I tried to find answers, and nobody gave me why I had problems. So she told me why. So I was like, wow, I was impressed by that. So she did the nutrition, and she said I had food problems, so she gave me a diet. So my diet for 2+ years was meat and vegetables. It was really limited, and yes, I did crave a lot of sugar. My diet before that was sugar. I mean, I would eat a brownie in the morning, I would eat a cake, I would eat donut, and then I would have pasta, I would have pizza, I would have burgers, I would have fries. So that was my diet back then. I was in school, I was in college. I didn't know any better. I think that's partly why my body was so sick. And then I was really impressed by what she said after that. She said, you had a chlorine poison. It's like, that's chlorine.
Chlorine?
Okay. So I didn't say anything about my background, but I was a swimmer. I used to swim. And as you know, there's chlorine in pools. Okay? So I did lots of them. Exactly. I didn't make the connection. I didn't know about that. So as I was swimming and spending hours and hours in that water, the chlorine got into my body through the skin. I didn't know that, but now I know better. So the chlorine started to shut down my immune system, my adrenals, my kidneys, my thyroid. And that's why I was taking all those medications to try to maintain my body. So she gave me a supplement to take to detox the chlorine out. So I said, like I said, I was a bit skeptical at first because I didn't know much about functional medicine. I was going back then to medical school, so I wanted to go that way. But she gave me answers of why I had problems. She was the first doctor, so I started to trust her. And she helped me to get rid of my lung disease, my chronic fatigue, insomnia, I had constipations. I had all kind of problems that over time went away. So she helped me to stop taking medications. So today I don't take anything. Take some vitamins, I eat well, and my body is well. Okay. Now I'm really excited to do it because it cured me. And I went. I learned the testing. I learned how to do that. And now I do that for a living. So we help people to get better naturally.
Did you lose a lot of weight through this process?
I did. Even though I shouldn't have, I lost 10, 15 pounds. I looked sick when I started detoxing and stopped the sugar. Because when you stop sugar, you lose weight automatically. Not automatically, but typically you lose weight. Yeah. Sometimes you don't, there's other concern with that. But I lost weight and I looked sick. Some people were concerned with that because I ate veggies and meat. But
as you eat fruit occasionally too? Or?
No, I couldn't have fruits back then.
Oh,
because the fructose was too much for my liver. Okay, my liver was so damaged from the medication, the painkillers, that I couldn't handle fructose. I couldn't handle a lot of food. Today I'm fine, but back then I could not. So she helped me to restore my organ to normal function. Okay, makes sense. Mm-hmm. So it's not uncommon as we detox the body, just changing the diet, you start losing weight. But my weight came back up after a while. Okay, and when we start detoxing as well, it's normal to lose body fat. Okay.
Did you have to stop swimming?
Yes. I haven't swam since. Yeah. I was, like somebody said, I was a little bit disappointed in that, but I didn't want to feel what I felt back then, so I haven't swum since.
So you were allergic to it?
Chlorine was just toxic to the body. Some people do better than others. Sometimes they use bromide, they use other chemicals in the water.
So what did you do that helped you? Was it muscle response testing? What did you do to find out that you had the chlorine?
Nutrition. I'm gonna cover that in a few minutes.
Sorry.
Yeah. So she gave me something to detox, to flush the chlorine out through the bowels, through the kidneys. So I don't have chlorine anymore. So chlorine can be really toxic in some cases. Chlorine from swimming pool or tap water. Okay, especially in Texas, it's hot. They use a lot of chlorine. Some cities use a lot more chlorine than others. So you have to be careful with that.